Just wanted to show you something kind of cool. This is actually a metal mirror frame that's constructed to hold um, the 4¼ inch tiles. And I've got a whole bunch of random ones in here because I'm trying to figure out what color scheme I want to go with. And once I figure that out, then I'll make 14 tiles that'll fit in here that are all the same 2 or 3 colors. But I wanted to show this to you. I got it from a company called Aftosa. It's AFTOSA.com. And if you go into their tile products and then go into metal tile frames, they've got a lot of really cool stuff. And right now, these are these mirror frames, which they come with the mirror. They're $25. I got it on sale for I think 17. And this has actually been a couple of months now that this has been sitting like this. It's kind of been a back burner project because I can't decide. I did order 2 of them, and I wanted to show you what you can expect to get. You'll get this metal frame, and it does on the back of it. It has a couple little hangy things to hang it up on the wall. And overall, I think it's a really cool idea, and I really like it. But there are a couple places where it falls a little short. First off, I don't like that these, when they're flipped up and you have a nail on them, you're going to be able to see it. And if they had mounted these things lower, they would have been hidden by the tile, and I think that would have been a little more attractive than having the little hardware there visible when this is hanging on a wall. The other issue that I'm having is it didn't come with any instructions or any, suggestions on how to mount the tiles in here. And they do sit down in a little recessed area, but I mean, as you can see, there's just this little metal lip here for the tile to touch, and then there's nothing back there. So I've thought about using like liquid nails and stuff like that to mount the tiles in there, which may do the job, but part of me, honestly, is afraid that the tiles will fall out, excuse me, or, because there's just not a whole lot of surface area for the tiles to actually grip onto. So one thing I'm thinking about doing with mine is actually removing these, because if you were to squeeze this with pliers, you could get it out of here. But I'm thinking about removing these and actually cutting a piece of plywood to fit the entire back. And, I can adhere the plywood directly to the frame with epoxy or something like that. And then when I put the tiles in, I could use liquid nails on the plywood, put the tile in, and then the tiles will be holding the plywood and vice versa. So I think that might be a good option. And then I would just relocate the hardware. I would use different hardware and actually mount it onto the plywood. So that way, maybe with a wire or something like that, so that the hardware isn't visible when it's hanging on the wall. Because I think that kind of detracts from it. There's a little bit of a drawback aesthetically. But otherwise, I mean, I think these are a great idea. I think having the mirror in there is really cool. And again, you could do, whatever color combination you like on the tiles. And I really think if all these tiles were the same 2 or 3 colors, it would really stand out and be a really cool piece. And for $25, you get the mirror, you get the frame. Like I said, I do think there's a little bit of modification that should be done to it. But I don't know, it's something to play with and try out. And even if you didn't go with theirs, you could do a very similar thing just by cutting a piece of plywood and get a mirror and, put the tiles around it. So I just wanted to throw that out there and share it with you guys. Definitely check out Aftosa. They have some awesome stuff on their website, and most of it is really reasonably priced. So that's it. Take care. Have a great day. Share and like and all that stuff. And happy to show you something kind of cool. This is actually a metal mirror frame that's constructed to hold the 4¼ inch tiles. And I've got a whole bunch of random ones in here because I'm trying to figure out what color scheme I want to go with. And once I figure that out, then I'll make 14 tiles that'll fit in here that are all the same 2 or 3 colors.